And here we are with round one first half of No Roof versus Bingus. And we're seeing Goldman on Darkwood. I believe that it's going to be our first Darkwood match of Blocking of Four. What do you think about this, Nima?
Super exciting. We haven't quite seen Darkwoods as much, especially it being a newer entry. And I'm really curious to see what the strategy was going with Darkwoods, especially since I've noticed other teams opting to ban Darkwoods instead. Um, I definitely think that it's going to be interesting, especially with a team composition as bulky as this one. Uh, Bulky and kind of defensive, really, which is definitely a solid choice to start off with round one. With all of the hunters on the table, you really want to make sure that you make the most of your choices. Uh, Especially now that we've got the new global ban system in play where you're really one and done for the matchup. But yeah, heading into this match, it does look like our Goatman did opt to spawn in between the three survivors, which does put these survivors in a bit of a tricky situation in terms of self preservation. Darkwoods is such an open map, so you really have to rely more on your items, I find, especially depending on where you get caught. But we are going to be
That's true.
seeing the Scope Man go for the Magician, who is doing a good job with hiding.
Yeah, and unable to find a magician. He is
Oh,
turning around to catch fire of the magician.
that blood trail is going to give him away. Placing down a cage in the two-story here, but Magician is going to opt to use a decoy.
Yes, and
Oh,
unfortunately did not get to the ball in time. Jason is
mhm.
going to use the van and go upstairs. Although I do believe around this part he cannot get to the gate.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and unfortunately got the hit right before the gate end.
Fall,
So it's going to be chip
yeah.
on magician.
And taking the fall definitely did reset attack recovery, but put so much distance between him and the survivor. A magician is going to use the last of his wand, and oh, just getting magician at the tail end of that cage. Now ciphers are
Yes,
looking solid with all three now past half. Oh,
yes, and good thing for the goldman he did got the magician down. At,
abnormal.
at I believe it is the first officer cipher.
Mm-hmm. Now, first
Yeah,
officer
and
is in the second phase of that watch.
he's buying some time. And oh, it's going to be a no injury rescue from the first officer here.
Really great
Um,
position to be in, especially for that goat man. It does look like first
and
officer is gonna go back to that cipher, and magician has since then transitioned away and now in the arms of the archer who is supporting. Oh, not quite gonna
yep,
get a hit.
yep.
Oh, with a
Um,
keel bow usage from the archer here. That first arrow didn't land, but of course, Goatman was able to get a basic hit on our archer.
yes, and thanks to the archer, Goldman has lost sight of the magician.
Hmm.
Uh, not a good look for this Goldman. His
Oh,
original target has already had got away.
yeah, but we are able to get Archer down, and it looks like Archer is going to go back in the original chair that Magician was first on. Seems like First Officer has abandoned that cipher, and Abnormal is just about to be available again.
That's true. We seeing first officer once again heading straight for the chair. Goldman, yes, still looking. I believe is looking for cipher with two abnormal. Uh, Archer, however, she still have item to work with after the chair. It's going to be a bit tricky for this Goblin over here.
Oh, and he's able to get the rescue, getting a hit on the first officer as well. Goatman is just going to continue his sights on the archer here and is going to get downed, especially now that, oh, we gotta have to be careful with the pickup. Yeah, timing that just right so Archer doesn't stun him out of recover or stun him out of the balloon animation.
Yes, yes, and once again taking her back to the first officer cipher. He
It
just
looks like we're
cannot
gonna
get decipher
see,
them.
yeah, another abnormal. It is a little bit less than the first, but still matters a lot when you have slower decoding like the first officer. Our magician is moving in to get the next rescue. Of course, magician is the second tied on the team, so oh, Goatman is just gonna block the magician prior to the chair, and now it's a really close call. With oh, the cage is gonna go down, allowing
Oh,
for the Goatman to get a chip hit on our magician.
yes, and Archer do have her bow. There could be something that she could do around this place, and magician is just taking his
Blocking it
time while
off.
blocking for the archer.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a wise choice, especially considering our cipher progress here. Both two ciphers are nearly done, and it looks like are we gonna see a pop? We are entering the end game with a four survivors still up.
Yes, Archer's yes using that arrow, just stopping. Although yes, gonna be a teleport. I mean, both gate has is very close to open. Cockman, yeah, his skill is still on
Mm.
cooldown, cannot switch to teleport.
Oh yeah. It does look like we are going to be seeing a one person elimination and three man escape. Really solid start to this matchup. Heading into the second half of round one with our no roof survivors and our Bingus Hunter. We're going to continue up on Dark Woods, our newer choice for the map here. They're going into an M formation for us. My name is Mima, and I am joined with Melon for commentary in this matchup. So good luck to both teams. I'm really excited to see how this ends up because although it is a mirror match with Goatman for Goatman, we are going to be seeing different spawn locations. It's definitely a tanky team that helps up against a Goatman. You have the puppeteer and the perfumer able to tank these hits, but of course, in turn, you do end up giving lots and lots of presents. And
Yes.
yeah.
And we do see the Goldman spawning just right next to the novelist who is, yep, it seems like he has already spotted the novelist. Uh, just waiting to cage. The exact location of this novelist.
Mhm.
Yes, and quite unable to get the hit on the novelist as he has already spotted the
Oh,
Goldman.
yeah, we're gonna go
Oh,
for that metaphor. Oh, and a little bit of a palette war over inside the shack. We're gonna see another use of the cage and really great patience from the novelist here. Oh, but we are going to get
yes.
a hit.
Unfortunately, the ball has already off its cooldown by the time the hit registers, so now it's going to take a chip hit right here.
Mhm. Oh,
Oh,
and we're gonna see
oh,
the novelist go into the basement. Definitely tricky stuff, especially with that Goatman cage. That's the downside of kiting around the basement area, of course. But knowing this, novelist is going to transition over to the bonfire. But Goatman
that's
closes
true.
in that distance with Blink.
Yes, quite unable to use the flywheel from the novelist, and we are going to see the Goldman taking this novelist to a survivor cipher, disrupting that decoding. Yep, we are seeing the first officer coming in while the perfumer just moving away to a new cipher. Novelist might want to transition away after the rescue, just so the officer could pop the cipher in peace.
Hmm. We are going to see that first officer utilize that pocket watch, especially as Novelist approaches the half mark on the chair. We are going to see Novelist get off right before the 50, the halfway point, and another metaphor. Oh, but unfortunately, that flywheel is not going to tank that hit, getting hit right after and up against the wall over here, obstructing.
Yes, and just running as far away as possible from the cipher for his teammate to pop. Uh, Front office is not huge, so I do believe if they want to rescue, they might want to send either puppeteer or perfumer in. And we are seeing puppeteer standing around. Might
Hmm.
be just to keep tinnitus. Oh no, he is moving in.
Yeah, we're gonna see some patience, but oh, just going in for the regular hit on the goat man, which does result into chip hit. But novelist is able to be rescued, and oh, just narrowly missing that hit. But it looks like our novelist is gonna go down here, and being on his last chair is shortly going to get eliminated, sent back to the manor. Now it
Yes,
does look like.
and
Mhm.
and Norup is also not in a bad position either. With puppeteer and fourth officer helping like this, they could just hear each other
Oh,
to reset to. Although we do see the puppeteer getting caught over here. Cypher
yeah,
are
that
looking this
was.
happen though.
That was a really accurate cage. Like just instantly going to the other side and being right on that puppeteer. We are gonna see puppeteer use that puppet for the last time, and he really needs to be mindful of that basement in the shack here. I guess knowing this transitioning to the bonfire, we're gonna see another blink to close in that distance and down the puppeteer.
Yes, and we are going to see Thunder just taking the puppeteer closer to the officer, whose cipher is just right behind the big house.
Perfumer closing in. It looks like Goatman is going to opt to disrupt the first officer's decoding. He's going to use the last of his pocket watch, but this allows for a clean rescue from the perfumer, who still has three perfumes to work with.
That's true, and yep, once again going back for the first officer, whose cipher is right now, I believe 40 to 50%. Survivor might opt to just
Just start
decode
a
the
new one.
cipher while,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. The first officer is now
Yeah, and
itemless
first
and at
officer,
half health. Oh,
yes,
he
and
gets cornered. Yeah, definitely the downside to Darkwoods. There is so much debris when when there isn't such wide space.
yes, and once again we are switching location to near the double tree. Yep, once again disrupting the decoding.
Hmm. Perfumer is going to go in for an early perfume and early save as well. First officer, once again, does have the longest chair time in the game. So it's definitely worth letting a character like him marinate on the chair as you try and push for that last cipher. Beautiful flywheel from the perfumer, who is also going to go for another perfume. And Goatman does set his sights on the puppeteer now. Ooh, baiting out the puppet by uh, missing that swing. Looks like we're going to see, ooh,
Just getting hit
an
on the puppet
undaunted.
and
Hmm. They're gonna
yes, survivor
return.
has already moved to the moved back to the other cipher.
Hmm.
Yes, I believe perfumer is gonna go back out for another rescue while the officer stay back to pop the cipher machine.
Yeah, this perfumer is really working overtime at the rescue factory in this match here. But the cipher does seem to be primed right about now, and perfumer does go and use the last of her perfume. Now, all of these survivors
Oh,
do have borrowed time to work with, and we are entering the end game stage with three survivors up.
oh,
Oh no,
oh,
another cornering.
yes, and perfumer got caught immediately as Goldman put down the gate. This is not looking very good for the survivor, although we do see the puppeteer staying back,
Hmm.
potentially to get a rescue, although I feel
Yeah,
like Goldman has already
there's
got tinnitus.
teleport. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like he is going to commit to preserving. Oh, no, we're going to see a teleport, but it is a bit too late as the first officer is able to escape.
Yes,
This.
Puppeteer is going back.
Oh, sorry, he's still there.
He will get this rescue, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And this puts Goatman in a tense situation. Oh, and a slow vault results in a terror shock on this perfumer.
Yes, another terror shock at this window for the Goldman. Puppeteer just doing his best to uh keeping his Goldman away from the female while she heals.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna get a hit right at the tail end of that puppet. It does look like Perfumer is nearly healed up with a exit path still available. Puppeteer, of course, cannot puppet anymore. And oh,
Oh,
ooh, good avoiding. But Puppeteer is gonna go down as Perfumer picks herself up.
yes, and yes, she cannot. She is going to head to the front officer gate, unsure if she know where the dungeon is.
Our Goatman is going to intercept the Perfumer here. Of course, there is still no more detention actually. So Goatman really has to be decisive with his cages here. And we're gonna see a flywheel from the perfumer as the first officer moves into body block, but unfortunately too far and perfumer is going to get downed.
Yes, and it's going to be a win for round one for Bingus.
Yeah, really solid match.
Alright, and we are at round two, first half of Bingus versus No Roof. Uh, at round one, we have seen no Bingus taking the victory. So this is going to decide if we are going to go to round three or if we are going to see Bingus claiming the victory here.
Yeah, really decisive matchup here. Best of luck to both teams. My name is Mima, and I am joined by Melon for commentary.
Yes, and we are going to be seeing Hulabaloo on Chinatown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and with the new accessory too. I love it.
Yes, very pretty. Right, heading straight for just better. Oh no, actually moving to middle toward the escapologist. Not quite finding him yet.
Mhm.
Perhaps
Oh, but
looking for a target.
yep, looks like we found that trail on the escapologist who has transitioned over to the restaurant. Now we are going to see that smoke. Oh, and a beautiful pallet stun, catching the hullabaloo off guard.
Yes, but this is also escapologist is going to be a little bit tricky for the hullabaloo over here.
Oh yeah, especially with that extra hit that he can tank.
Yes. Well, we let's just see how this hullabaloo plays out. And we are seeing them looping around on the staircase over here. Kippo just doing his best to avoid it. And yes, we did see the extra hit as you did say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a tough choice. We do have the hullabaloo with insolence, however, and this hullabaloo is also happening to close in on the escapologist.
Yes, and once again, looping these areas around hotel.
Ooh, and we're gonna get escapologist back to half health, and our ciphers are looking good so far. As this escapologist just has one bomb left until he gets downed. Now the smoke screen is gonna go down by now, but dropping that pallet does allow for some distance for this escapologist who is gonna go down now. Uh,
Yes. At this point, True Cipher has basically been popped. And we are
ooh,
seeing Fire Investigator pinging he is coming in.
yay.
A very good situation for the survivor.
And it does look like our hullabaloo is going to be bringing peepers as he goes to disrupt the cowboy decoding. Oh,
Yes,
escapologist is going to opt for a switch for the chair at the very last second, and it does look like our fire investigator is closing in, going to deploy an airbag to block the hullabaloo, allowing for a safe rescue.
Yes. Although this fire
Oh,
investigator did fall the window, so the escape artist wasn't able to get it.
yeah, now on the bright side, we are able to have Tide in effect, which does buy some extra time. Now our Hullabaloo is at max presence, having to cheer. Oop, it seems like our cowboy is able to get a blast of rescue.
Yes. And if you have seen just better, you oh or I hit on the cowboy. Unfortunately, we're yeah we're seeing more of the cowboy harassment over here.
Mm-hmm.
Just one more bomb until the cowboy is down.
Oh, unfortunately, cowboy
Unfortunately,
is
did
gonna go
not.
down.
Yes, was
Mm-hmm.
not able
Yeah.
to keep the lasso.
Fire investigator did pick up the airbag prior, but it does look like, of course, he is still available to go in for a second rescue. Escapologist is going to opt to seemingly change chairs over towards the sausage maker. It's true, it's on the sign. But yeah, our fire investigator is gonna deploy an airbag, waiting just a moment before bouncing off of it. We are going to see, yeah, the fire investigator is going to get hit, allowing for a rescue, but he is going to go down shortly after, especially with the. Oh, Cowboy is able to pick himself up and lasso the escapologist back towards the restaurant.
Yes, and we're really seeing that cowboy support coming in here
Mm-hmm.
with a whole balloon rescue and um yeah.
Oh, escapologist really needs to watch out here. Oh, unfortunately, we are going to see a terror shock. Our cowboy is closing in with only just a sliver of that lasso left. And fire investigator is going to pick himself up with that exit path. Now,
Yes, I don't believe that cowboy is gonna get that lasso. Uh, so,
an escapologist. Oh, we're gonna see a switch to teleport by the hullabaloo, going to change targets to the patient.
yes, I do feel like with the remaining survivors, no matter who he takes, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for Hullabaloo here.
Mm-hmm. We're revealing a dungeon here as patient does get to half health. Uh, Now only just a red bomb and beautiful use of the clone here by Dev. It does allow for patient to go down, and it does seem like first off or not first officer, fire investigator and cowboy are gonna opt for the heal, but patient is going to get basemented.
Yes, and to be honest, they might just not have to rescue us out and off for the gate
Mm-hmm.
instead. Yes, we
Does
do see Cowboy already at the
at
gate
the gate.
waiting. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Hullabaloo just far camping and waiting for a sign of a rescuer coming in. And but they did pop the cipher.
Yep, and it looks like fire investigator and cowboy are both at this gate. Uh,
Oh,
the
but um
tinnitus. Oh, but the tinnitus uh did hold Hullabaloo back from fully committing to leaving the basement, and now the gate is open. Fire investigator was able to
uh
make it through, and now we are ending off with a tie.
we'll be back for second half of round two. Bingus versus No Roof. We are seeing Fafa here with Opera Singer against No Roof Survivor on Chinatown.
Yeah, best of luck to both teams as we decide how the rest of this matchup is gonna go. Now, looking at this spawn, I definitely think that it's really tough to be having that sort of formation with Opera Singer in particular, especially when you have a lucky guy on the team. He's especially vulnerable in the very early stages of the game because you really have to be decisive of where you're going to spawn, how close are you to the chest, and whether or not you're going to have the option to. And speaking of which, it does look like our Opera Singer is going to go for that lucky guy.
We do see Latvia has already transitioned away from this area.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, it seems like Opera cannot find the lucky guy, but not anytime soon.
But tinnitus is going off due to the gravekeeper continuing to decode here, and he is going to get forced off the cipher as Opera Singer seems to set sights on him. Oh, we're gonna. The slow vault scared me, but we are going to see the gravekeeper drop a pallet and then get into shovel as the hunter breaks it.
Yes, and forcing the gravekeeper out of the shovel, continue to pursue him. It seemed like no, did not get a hit from the gravekeeper. Uh,
Really close call. It
yes,
does look like first hit on the
unfortunately,
gravekeeper.
yes, unfortunately, hitting the gravekeeper out of the shovel. And
Mm-hmm. And beautiful blink to bend down the gravekeeper.
yes, it
Now,
is looking good for Fafa. He's considering he's had already taken out one tie trainer from the survivor.
mm-hmm. Yeah, thankfully we do have the lucky guy was able to get a hold of a controller which does allow for some sort of mechanic like plays, but the fire investigator is able to get a clean rescue on the gravekeeper, and opera singer is going to take the airbag out of equation as the gravekeeper utilizes his last shovel.
Yes, and without any tribal or broken window, it's going to be a little bit tough on the gravekeeper, and we did see him going
Mm-hmm.
down right here. Cypher is still at 5, unfortunately, although we are seeing one is going to pop very soon.
Yeah, thankfully we were able to see a bot get utilized to boost decoding, but of course, especially since the opera singer was able to harass that lucky guy on the cipher a bit, he is left itemless now as the gravekeeper is approaching the end of his chair time. Now, we don't
Yes,
seem to have any tinnitus by the chair, so it looks like opera singer is going to move away.
yes, and continue to moving toward the middle cipher. Not really getting any tinnitus here, so it seems like Opera
hmm
is going to change his target.
Yeah, the fire investigator did move over to the chair, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it. Uh, Yeah, and instead opting to decode that cipher.
Yeah, and Survivor does have all 4 of the last ciphers started, but can they complete it is another story. Papa is
Mm-hmm.
still on his journey to look for his next victim.
Yep, and it does seem like there's still no eyes on. Oh, it looks like it's going to be the fire investigator, as the fire investigator does transition over to the Lion Pagoda. Still got one more airbag to work with, as well as the knee jerk reflex on that window here. Oh,
Yes, and
really
keeping
well done. Ah, oh my gosh! The terror shock, I cannot believe that went through. I would have thought that he made it over, and we are gonna see some uh what's it called? Confined
uh
space.
yes.
hmm
Unfortunately for the fire investigator, Opera was just a little bit too skinny. And yeah, she did make it through the the gap between his airbags and the wall.
Yeah, and really fast too. It was a good strategy to get her out of the shadow realm, but Lucky Guy is able to get the rescue here, especially after getting hit. But oh, beautiful
Oh,
dodge on that flare gun.
yes, and we
And
are seeing
another
another terror
terror
shock.
shock on this Florian. Now, Fire Investigator is going to be seeing his second chair. But of course, we do have the psychologist who we could be seeing a whistle right about now.
Yes,
But will
and
the
we are
opera
seeing Lucky
singer?
Eye receiving the whistle. Only 2 more
hmm
cipher to go. There is still a chance for no Roof Survivor.
Opera singer is gonna go back to the chair or possibly intercept this lucky guy here. And things are cutting. Oh, we're getting close to the end of Fire Investigator's chair, but Lucky Guy is quite a distance away, and we are going to see a hit before that rescue goes through. Now, Florian is going to get sent back to the manor, which does put us at a one cipher remaining with two survivors left. Oh,
It's
imagine
true,
if Basement was there.
and we also have to note that for no roof, they would need a tie to in order to tie round 2 and push for round 3. It seems like
hmm
if any of the survivor, the psychologist or lucky guy get eliminated, it's going to be a win for Bingus.
Really high stakes here. But it does look like our lucky guy is priming his heel and psychologist is closing in, being able to pick him up. Now, of course, uh, our opera singer is going to return over to the Lion Pagoda, but psychologist is able to get the lucky guy up on time. They do have a decent amount of progress on the last cipher, but opera singer is definitely going to give them a hard time for that. Catching up to the psychologist who is going to get to half health here from this hit.
Yes, and uh,
Ooh.
yeah, went back to the shadow that was just right in front of the psychologist. It seemed like yes, Fafa is going to carry this psychologist and um going back for this lucky guy. Now, well, if psychologist is to fly away without anyone rescuing her, is going to be over for no roof.
Hmm. Yeah, what intense circumstances here. Now it does look like our lucky guy is going to get his blood trail uh in vision for the opera singer. Now, oh, it does look like our lucky guy is going to go down. And like you said, Melon, we are going to be seeing a four-man elimination, resulting in a win for Bingus. Congratulations and well done to No Roof.